muckers, thank you so much for clicking on this video. Please make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're not already. I would really appreciate it. And also, please like the video, comment down below your opinion on this messy one with Dave Portnoy and Jason Nash and the Vlog Squad. I appreciate you being here. Also pinned down below is my TikTok account. I'm posting daily over there as well as over here. So if you see this, go over follow, comment saying you came from the Dave Portnoy video so I can give you a shout out, and yeah, on with the video. Hi muckers, welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to the second video I am posting today. Hi, thank you for being here. We are going to be talking about a new character on my channel, but not a new character to the community in which we are in, and that is Dave Portnoy. Now, I don't think I've ever spoken about Dave Portnoy in like an entire video. Now, what we're going to be getting to in this video is kind of a lot, so I don't really want to be spending most of the video talking about like the year-long histories that we have with Dave Portnoy. So if you're interested in that, let me know. I do just kind of want to jumpstart in the video because there is kind of a lot to cover. But basically, if you do not know who Dave Portnoy is, he is from Barstool Sports, and Insider, the publication Business Insider, had covered Dave Portnoy, who was the founder of Barstool Sports, basically stories about women who had claimed that he had basically assaulted them during sexual acts. And he filed a lawsuit against them, and it has been this ongoing huge situation for quite some time now, and it was really messy and really nasty. And Dave Portnoy and his fans were always coming at Insider, and then Insider were, you know, responding back that they had, you know, the woman on the record and stuff, and it was just awful. So if people want me to properly dive into that situation, I will. But what we're going to be focusing on today, so if you do not know, this is Dave Portnoy. So Spill Some Tea With Me on Instagram has done this kind of amazing compilation. I feel like the camera is so close to my face and it is making me so uncomfortable. Spill Some Tea With Me on Instagram has kind of compiled that Dave Portnoy went on Jason Nash's podcast, you know, the holy grail of authenticity on social media, Jason Nash and his podcast. And they basically talked about cancel culture, and we now know that Dave Portnoy has dropped his lawsuit against Insider, which is a big thing because he was doubling down that he's going to win it and all these different things, that the women were lying and all these different things. And Jason Nash is kind of having him on and talking about, you know, the situation that happened with the Vlog Squad and Insider when Insider covered the Axe, you know, Hannah's story, speaking up against, you know, different members of the Vlog Squad in different situations. And Jason Nash is saying basically how Insider ruined his life as well, and they're basically like trauma bonding when they're not the victims in said situation, and it's just so weird. We're gonna get to all of it. So here we have Nick Carlson, who is one of the members of Insider, posted a note on Dave Portnoy dropping his lawsuit against Insider. So it says the following. So this is important to note based on what we're now going to hear with Jason Nash. Dave Portnoy's lawsuit against Insider was dismissed last fall. He appealed and he's now dropped that appeal. We're not surprised. Our stories were accurate and fair. Importance on accurate and fair. We are grateful for our reporters Julia Black and Mel Corca Lucia, and to our editors, our team of First Amendment attorneys, and above all else, our sources. We are proud that when Judge Saylor dismissed Portnoy's case last fall, he understood that Insider was thorough in providing substantial evidence for the story. He wrote, Insider articles have been made clear, and plaintiff does not deny that defendants, you know, corroborated the woman's accounts with photographs, texts, and social media messages, videos, medical reports, police documents, Uber receipts, and statements from at least 3 friends who saw or spoke with the woman soon after the interaction with plaintiff. We stand by our reporting. So we have Insider doubling down on, you know, their story and stories against Dave Portnoy and the woman speaking up against him. And so let's now hear this conversation, this god-awful conversation, just about 2 men trying to make themselves the victim of Dave Portnoy going on and speaking with Jason Nash. So here we go. This is on Jason Nash's podcast.
Think about here, or should we just keep drinking?
No, I mean,
hold on. Here we go.
Oh, I feel about that for the most part.
I got canceled.
For what?
Oh, good. I'm glad you don't know.
Says Jason Nash.
The one thing with cancel culture, which I always say, like, I know what's happened with me, and I can always speak to like what's happened to me because it's my story, and I know.
There's no such thing as cancel culture! It doesn't exist! It does not exist. Oh my god, provide me 5 examples of cancel culture, like, existing, please. And don't say Ellen leaving her show, because no one was watching that shit anyway. But like,
know exactly kind of what's true and what's not. Other people, I have no idea. It's so
and
hard
I'm not interested in digging into anything you don't want to talk about.
Oh, I don't care. I'm pretty open about my stuff.
Actually, I know you are.
So I don't mind that.
I literally tuned into the Dave Portnoy show the other day, and they have like 5 topics right there, and I'm like, oh, here we go, Business Insider.
Well, yeah, I mean, I clearly don't like them. I'm suing them.
They'll dig you out.
Yeah, they do. They've talked to everybody that I'm ever connected to.
And they don't have any interest in helping you.
Well, no, they definitely don't have interest in helping you. That's not.
If cancel culture, what do you think about it? Is it worth talking about here, or should we just...
Okay, so, by the way, this is Jason Nash sympathizing with Dave Portnoy, who has allegations against himself, like Dave Portnoy has allegations against himself. Jason Nash, his friend group, has allegations against them, and Jason Nash was present during them, and so Jason Nash is being like, oh my god, BFFs, we twinning! Why are these the kind of men that have platforms where they're literally on a podcast, like, victimizing themselves because they both have allegations, connected to them in some way? Where are we at in the world? Anyway.
And they don't have any interest in, helping you.
Well, no, they definitely don't have interest in helping you. That's not their game plan.
Why would Insider want to help either of you if they're talking about women that are speaking up against you, Dave Portnoy, or your closest friends and work environment, Jason Nash? Get over yourself.
Oh, I don't think I have interest in the truth, but
I think what happened with David, yours came along a few months later, and I think we were all like, fuck, should have handled it like Portnoy.
That's what he said.
Everybody said.
Right.
Fuck, we should have fucking handled it like Portnoy. We should have fucking said something. And,
So, it's all like a media story to use then. So Dave Portnoy was, being very vicious and aggressive back, where Jason's saying, the Vlog Squad went silent. We should have handled it like you. How about you handle it based on what's the truth or not? Not hiding or not having to... What would Dave Portnoy do? That just shows that you're not innocent. Anyway. So, Lindsay Dodson, who is a reporter for Insider, said... I can't actually believe this just happened publicly, but Jason Nash just said on his new podcast that after Insider's reporting on Dave Portnoy and his internet meltdown, everyone in the Vlog Squad said that that's how they should have handled Kat Tambarge's article on Dirty Dom. So basically they all should have, just retaliated on the internet and said F you to Kat and started this big media storm to distract from the story like Dave Portnoy was doing. As a reminder, a woman accused Dirty Dom of RAPE, and the article brought new attention to the power David Dobrik held, which we're still talking about to this day. And potential dangerous situations people might find themselves in an attempt to make it into one of his vlogs. So then Kat Tambarge tweeted, who literally wrote the original Vlog Squad David Dobrik article, so this is like the best person to speak on this. So she said, Jason Nash was literally in the next room while the events that, happened with the allegations occurred with Dirty Dom. He was briefly mentioned in the article about it, and that's apparently one of the worst things to ever happen to ... him. So not only do we have Dave Portnoy making himself a victim, but we now have Jason Nash making himself a victim in the Dirty Dom situation. But cancel culture, y'all. Cancel culture. So here we have, Kat quoting Jason Nash. Insider wasn't interested in helping us. Yes, I was more interested in helping the accuser who was anonymous for her own safety and still getting doxxed anyway. My job is not making problems go away for the rich and powerful, and also the people that are literally getting called out. You get reached out to for a comment, Jason Nash, Dave Portnoy, you're not getting support because there's people that are speaking up against you and are providing substantial evidence. So much so, Dave Portnoy, that your literal lawsuit got dropped. So much, Jason Nash, that you really didn't have a lawsuit in the first place. If we're going to be honest. Before we go on to the final slide, how did you make yourself the victim in this? Both of you. We must put an end to podcasts. Alright, last one. So we have Kat quoting the video that Lindsay posted that we just watched. This is the last thing I'll say about it for now, but it is so revealing that Jason Nash views the publication of a woman's allegation against his former co-worker as him getting cancelled and basically the worst thing that could happen to him professionally. Here's my take on this. Dave Portnoy and Jason Nash are one and the same, as are David Dobrik and... Girl, get off the screen. As are all these different people, and it's disgusting the way that they have been so exposed now to so many different people's opinions on allegations against them or against their friends, and yet still they have the opinion of, whoa, me. Just goes to show that these people are, like, dangerous. Muckers, let me know your opinion of this. Let's talk down below. I appreciate you being here, and I will see you in my next one. Let's talk about it. This is so insanely weird. So insanely weird. Okay, bye.